Well, that was perfect timing. Welcome back, everyone, to another Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations live stream. Been a couple days since I've been live, but we are back. We get to find out the conclusion of the first time that Mia met Delilah, which technically we know some shit's going on. We know something tomfoolery is gonna happen. We know this. Is that? Oh, that's audio. Oh, that's in-game audio. You'll love to hear it. But I guarantee there's tomfoolery, and I guarantee this isn't the last we're gonna see a Delilah Hawthorne. I think we still got one more meeting. I think we'll have one more meeting with her before it's all said and done. Welcome everybody to some Phoenix Wright. I'm just gonna refresh real quick, make sure I'm all good to go, and then we will get back into this trial. Yep, I'm all good. Cool. Let's do this. Oh yeah, I forgot we were trying to figure out her motive. Oh, and I shouldn't mention, I have not practiced my Canadian voice at all, so gonna have to deal with it, eh? I need to just get Hulu and binge through Letterkenny. That way I'll have it. Binge through some more Letterkenny. I'll be good. Her motive? Huh. I figured that's why I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think. Huh. You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Armando! Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. What the fuck do you... Okay, you know what, Normally, I'll let Godot get off on shit because it's Godot and he's got his coffee and his awesome eyepiece that he's not wearing here because I'm still upset about that. But this dude barely smiles during trials. He only smiles when he's got a cup of coffee in his hand and its bitterness is as bitter as he likes it. So I call bullshit on that line. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Oh, fucking Delilah. Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge? Oh, well, that was quick on that. Bam. Of course, Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. Hey. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and understanding young lady, eh? Looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her. Click. She lights right up. Jared, welcome to the stream, man. And we know exactly why Delilah's lying. We always know. We always know. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. Oh god. Oh, this is... Oh, her history. her history. I'm sorry, Melissa Foster's history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. That would explain the accent. Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she... I'm already bad with my words. This is not good for the rest of this stream. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow I have to tire to this case. I mean, we literally have a... Well, no, never mind. I was going to say we literally have a note with her name in it. But it's Melissa Foster, not Delilah Hawthorne here. I just want to look at our evidence again. We got the autopsy. The Dusky Bridge map. The scarf. Witness's photo. Victim's note. What you guys say, Miss Foster? So what country were you living in then? It doesn't answer the damn question. We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed, there was a brutal civil war. She had to try and make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do? Should I press her for details? I feel like you have to. I feel like you have to press for details here. Because she didn't answer the goddamn question. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Objection! Yeah, I saw that Atlanta apparently wants to trade Julio Jones badly. I mean, they take a lot of cap cuts, though, if they trade him, which is very surprising. Like, they get a good amount of space back this year, but next year, oh, they have to eat a lot of dead money. Like, it's rough. Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country was she in, and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case. I mean, they wouldn't be the only team to trade and eat a lot of dead cap. Look at the Eagles. True, but, like, I saw somebody tweeting about their cap situation, if they were to trade them, and I was like, that's surprising that they'd want to do that now, especially because they're eating so much dead cap next year, not even this year. They get some space this year, they would get nothing next year. They're eating, I think, 13 million total of dead cap if they trade them. I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I would never have known Mr. Foles or Detective Hawthorne. Yes, I think we've established that point. Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add what you've just stated to the official testimony? Excuse me. Ugh. Yes, please, Mr. Judge. You didn't know either person? Are you certain of that? Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Oh well, that can't be helped. Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth? Just gonna let that one go. I don't want to do that to the judge. Not like that. First time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes. It really was a coincidence. Four NFL players are doing a 40-yard dash today. It's Jefferson, White, Ruggs, and Hardman. Oh my god. That's a hell of a 40. That sounds funny shit. That sounds fun as hell. And I'll put my money there on, I'm gonna go with Henry Ruggs. I think when it comes to just straight line speed, I'll take Ruggs. Well, tell me who gets the W on that. 'Cause I'm putting my money on Ruggs there. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. Do you sing to animals? Because you have butterflies that apparently follow you. I don't know if you know this, but apparently that's a thing. You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. Oh my god, Mia! You didn't have to do that to her. You didn't have to do that to her. Oh. You didn't have to do that to her. You're not wrong, but oh my god, Mia. Look at Mia goes hard. Not gonna lie, I did not expect to call her a gold digger by any means. Oh, Lord. Mia just coming in hard. There we go. Lord. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty, and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Sounds good to me. Didn't know you were such a goth. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. She certainly doesn't look it. Actually, I take that back. A lot of goth people wore pink back in the day. It was weird. Like you had the early goth, and then you had, like, by the time I was a senior, goths, where they wore weird, like, black and pink combinations. It's almost like the Heart Foundation reunited. Weird. Weird. By the way, what's the name of your college?
Objection!
The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. All that matters is that she is a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent. Thank you. She's really gone too far. Miss Faye, you're trending on thin ice here, eh? I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Like something in my throat. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Well, that's...
Objection!
Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at that time an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. Huh. That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. That's not fair! That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. That's a good question, man. That's a good question. What do you mean by that? Jefferson ran a 4.5? I don't think that's going to be fast enough by any means. White ran a 4.3... What? Damn. Ruggs ran a 4.26 and Hardman won with a 4.22. Wow. I was between Hardman and Ruggs for straight line, because I was just like, for straight line speed, it would have to be one of those two. I didn't think Devin White would run a 4.37. That's impressive. Hot damn. Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. I know he's fast, but I didn't expect 4.3. Like, I expected about 4.5, maybe 4.4. But, like, 4.3's insane. Dude's got a good build, too, which is another reason, like, I don't expect a dude that big to run that fast. So, it's fucking insane. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Fall's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep, which I do with the last statement. Have it added to the testimony. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. Shows the AFC West has some real fast receivers. And even have to add Tyreek Hill, yeah. Oh, just think if Hill was there. I'd like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objections. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. The testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why I... Enough! Witness, if you would, aid. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. She wasn't in here when we went over the scarf. How the fuck does she know about the white scarf? Because all she knows is that she wore a scarf that was kind of like a blue color. She did... Miss Foster, I think you know a little too much, because I don't believe you were here when we talked about the damn shit. What do you mean by lucky? Well, it's February now. Everyone is wearing scarves. If I'd accidentally worn a white scarf like he did, or like he said, then you yourself might have been killed. Would have been a terrible loss for this world. Huh. Looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten. Mr. Armando. Keep looking around you and you're going to lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind. She's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk. You knew about that incident? But weren't you out of the country until the year before last? Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history. So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right? Yes. I can't let her get away with these lies. Listen to me. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. So Google is gonna retire Internet Explorer in 2022, so I told my mom, she said, right when you get used to things, to get rid of them. Explorer has been around for decades. How are you used to it? So they're getting rid of Explorer, not Edge. Is that what you mean? Because Microsoft Edge is technically Internet Explorer. Are you talking about, like, the original Explorer application? Yeah, they keep in Chrome and Edge. Okay, yeah. That's what I figured you meant. But I wasn't 100% sure, because I'm just like, Microsoft Edge, though, is kind of the new upgrade from Explorer. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure, because I'm just like, why would they get rid of Edge? I don't mind Edge. I just use it because I don't want to download anything else. That's the only reason I use it. save real quick, because I am very unsure if this is gonna work. Check something. There we go. I didn't see Streamlabs Nightbot on my mod view here. I was confused. Alright. Oh, I was right. It's true Mr. Falls did give instructions to Valerie Hawthorne about their meeting. The note that she left said, "Wear white scarf for identification." Yes, what about it? We can live without Nightbot. No, well, you can. I kinda can't. Hell, I can't live with Nightbot, so. Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? That note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness knows about it? Got that focus up. I got that focus up. Big brain working. Order. It's odd, isn't it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, did you show top secret evidence to the witness? Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing. In that case, the only way the witness could know about the note would... just a moment. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just, I saw it when it happened, with my own eyes. I'm sorry. You're wrong, because I know what you're gonna say, Miss Foster. And she wasn't wearing a white scarf. It was bluish. Bitch. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf to signal him. It wasn't white though. That's why I assumed that the signal was a white scarf. I suppose that makes sense. Come on, Mia. I can't let her weasel out of it that easily. Witness, sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here. But why? It's true. That's what I saw. You didn't see shit. Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him. This shit ain't white. I'm whiter than that shit. You said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct? Yes. Is something wrong? Oh, there's the hair flip. That's what I'd like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at this. It's the victim's scarf. Let's see, can I find a British ah? Let's see. No, I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color. However, it certainly is not white. That's damn true. You knew what the note said. She knew the contents of the note? No! It says, wear white scarf for identification. That's the reason why you said it was white. That was me yesterday. That was me yesterday for a good amount of the day. Actually, that was me Tuesday. There we go. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Oh, we about to show how much she been lying. Did you say one more person? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yep. I don't like that Godot is, definitely trying to get some of Mia. I feel like he needs to be punched in the face for it. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. There we go. And that person is Delilah Hawthorne. Delilah Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Delilah. Tell her this time. There is her name right there. What's this? So who is this person? This Delilah Hawthorne. Miss Hay must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Delilah Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. I mean, that's where you're wrong. She's literally right there. She's right there. She's the ginger with the pink. That sounds really weird. You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off of Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. But is Delilah her real name? She's always lying, we don't know! However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Delilah Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Delilah Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age you are. Objection! Well, Edgy, I think we all know. The law is fucking stupid. Even you couldn't, Miss Faye. You're not saying. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Delilah Hawthorne. What? And the whole courtroom, she's like, what the fuck? Holy shit! I'd still hit it though, even if it did come back from the dead. That's the whole court right now. Huh. Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. How does that work, Godot? I should overthink it. I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Witness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pressure this matter this far. You don't mean... Yes. The prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. Well, what did he say? Huh. It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way! But then why? If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Delilah Hawthorne. But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see. Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder? Objection! Oh, the fucking finger wag. Really, Miss Faye? I must say, your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Delilah Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me. Huh. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. that wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict. Hey, let the man just have his coffee. Don't call him crazy for it. I'm just saying.
Objection!
Man needs his caffeine. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Huh. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? The rashness of youth. How charming. This coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne?
Take that!
What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke? If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Faye? Oh, that was the rashness of youth. The rashness of youth? And what is your point in furthering such a stereotype? But that makes sense, though. It's the... I thought plain and simple, that's what it was. She wants to keep the jewel for the money. The witness stayed hidden for 5 years, kid. There must be a good reason for that. Somehow it must involve Valerie Hawthorne. Okay, one more time, Mia. You've got to read the court record more carefully this time. Alright. Yeah, the only thing I can think about is it must be the note. Because if it's not the gem, which is what I thought it was, so she'd keep all the money to herself. It must be the note because she tells Delilah, you know, truth's gotta come out.
Take that!
Delilah ain't gonna want that. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, "Talk to Delilah. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out." Valerie Hawthorne gave Delilah a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? It was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Delilah. That's the reason Delilah felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was this secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Delilah and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh, yes. I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it will be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little make-believe? Okay. Okay. Judge, you can have that one. Sure, it's still creepy. Yes. I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Delilah. This will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. Alright. See what this bitch gotta say. What you gonna lie about now? 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Foles. I mean, no, apparently you two were dating, according to him. The ransom price was a rare diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Foles in the arm. Whee! That's when Mr. Foles tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor? As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. Not the craziest murder I ever heard. Yeah, we've heard a lot. We've heard a lot crazier. We've been through a lot. Phoenix has been through some shit. Huh. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info. That ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us in the lobby. I do anything she says, anything Delilah says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Delilah. And Valerie too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Can you get it out of her is the question. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship? Yes. As a tutor. You were tutoring him? Mr. Falls? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me. Not gonna make a joke about that. 'Cause that's weird. Not gonna make a joke about that. That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. Mia, you ever watched Catch Predator? I'm saying it's not out of the realm of possibility here. He probably came up with a kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did you just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million! It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk. For any episode of CSI or Criminal Minds. Yeah. $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Foles is. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage. Yes, but actually, that saved my life. What do you mean? You see, Mr. Foles was holding a knife in his right hand. Oh. Somehow, I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Well, when Mr. Foles was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Foles turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. But bloodthirsty grin? Ooh. I've got to tell my judge friend about this. That could go into fan fiction. I've got to tell the other judges about this. And in the next instant... Whoop! I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I'd been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run, and just one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. And that's why you hid your identity? Yes, I only told my sister. Valerie Hawthorne, eh? Yes, she's the only one who knew about me. Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years. I didn't want something like that to happen to me again. And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right? Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of. That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all of the paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only person left in the world I could count on. And you think I killed her? There's no way I could. It's the moment of truth for this witness, too. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is. Fucking Godot pulling out the JR lines? Okay, calling her a Jezebel. I just gotta prove that kidnapping was a hoax. Man, pulling out the old school JR lines. I love it. How do I prove it was a hoax? I like that the Edgeworth image we have here is the same Edgeworth we're used to. It's not a younger Edgeworth there in the image. Even though Edgeworth is only like 28, I think, in the long run. I don't think this is gonna do anything, which is the main reason I'm saving, but I just want to see. Yeah. I didn't think that was gonna do anything, but I just wanted to see. Oh! Wait a minute. Struggles, remember not to overthink, yep. Well, mainly what I'm looking at is just, I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what the thing is. Initially, I thought it was just going to be the diamond, that's what leads to us bringing up that it's fake, but... Hey, Nightbot showed up, look at that. I think I know what it is. Ah. It's one of these two, I think, but I don't... Okay. Like, I couldn't tell if, like, the argument is, oh, she didn't die, or it's the fact of, if he did shove you from behind, you probably would die. Yeah. That was literally me just looking for the thing that was like, okay, what is the contradiction here? Because I thought 100% was going to be the diamond. But it wasn't. And then I remembered what fucking Edgeworth said about the river being 18 feet. Or the river being 18 feet below the bridge. And then I saw the 40 and I'm like, wait a minute, we have an issue here. Man, this shit's good. God, that's good. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said, that's hard to believe. I should have said, that's impossible. Impossible? Oh, you know what I should have done there? I know what I should have done with the voice there. I should have changed something up with the voice for that line. Thought about it a little too late. I ask that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed... Oh yeah! I didn't think about that. She turned to run and then got pushed back. See, I was thinking of the height of the bridge in the river. That's why I went with it. But yeah, never mind. That would also contradict her saying she turned and then got pushed in the back. Yeah. Instead of being carried away by the river. Derrick Henry's trying to get Julio in Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee has the cap space for him. I don't think Tennessee has the cap space. Unless they know a way to move some cap. You would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Now, see, that was my way of seeing the contradiction. I'd be like, well, you would have died completely. Uh-oh, are we gonna get bitch Delilah now? Do you understand now, Delilah Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Always restructure his deal. That's true. That's true. They can always find some way to maneuver the money. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witnesses testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. She's starting to struggle with being British and then being the bitch. You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. You know what? Give the man credit. He makes a good point. He makes a good point there. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now, when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. You can't be serious! Yeah, so many twists and turns. Love it. Order in the court. It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Objection!
Not now, Mia. This is not the time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. Oh god, I got a gas bubble. Whew. However, once again, I'm forced to say, that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. I mean... It's one of two things. I'm very unsure now which one it is. I could be terribly wrong. Yeah, no. I'm wrong. Whoops. I figured it was one of two things. So I think I know. Is it her own statement? No. Really? I thought it would be her statement. Because she stated he has a knife in his right arm. And I bet still has her listed as Melissa Foster. Do I have to click her there? Nope. Oh! Is it that? No? What am I missing? Okay. I want to see the explanation, see if my brain was just messing things up. Because I looked at that photo for a reason earlier. I want to see if just I second-guessed everything too much here. Your Honor, all the answers are right here in this photo. Yeah, okay, it was the Wired. God damn it. I second-guessed it. I fucking second-guessed myself. Yep, it contradicts her statement, which is what this photo shows, which are the wires. Yeah, and I thought I had to pick her, pull out her statement. I just overthought it. I second-guessed myself. Yep. We knew it was gonna happen. We knew it was gonna happen at some point. Always has to. Can't have one of these games without it. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. It's not wrong. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgewood. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. Is he right-handed, I take it? And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible. God, feels like we've been playing for a lot more than a little over an hour. Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? Delilah Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Wait, I gotta get this right, because she's gonna start flipping here, I can tell. Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. There we go. She starts kind of flipping in and out now. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh, then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. For that diamond. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Delilah that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. And you've been living pretty good, haven't you, Delilah? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, right? No. It can't be. Yes, Delilah had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. Table just got flipped. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. Click, bang, bang. Both hands on the wheel. Rolling a highway. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. I will say, you know what? We shit on Delilah plenty. But that's a genius idea coming from a 14-year-old. That's big brain. Big brain evil play. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Trying to do that killed my vocals. Yeah. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavy on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Delilah, and then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her notes. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. Woo! And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. How the fuck does she get out of this? Hey. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this? Oh, here we go. She's gone full bitch. Because it's her, that's how. Yeah. Hey there, Delilah. How the fuck did you get out of this shit, man? You look real guilty, but apparently you get off scot-free. How in the fuck does that happen? It confuses me. I need some answers, but I think that you're just gonna lie, and now I am confused. How did Phoenix fall for you? I mean, he's gullible. Maybe he's got a thing for redheads, too. That would give us a clue. Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Witness? Is that you? You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey? You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally. You have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course? Oh, we don't have anything for that. All we have is the words of a man sentenced to death row. We have nothing. We don't have anything that proves she planned it. Outside the diamond, which is the motive, that means nothing. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister? Well, and one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that? Well, Miss Fey, I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey, are you stupid or something? Yeah, she might be an idiot. Worst defense attorney ever. How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murderer. Or Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicion. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Fucking hair flip. Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Huh. Without evidence, the trial is over? Who decided that?
Mr. Armando!
Come on now, kid. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
Testimony?
On the day in question, Delilah Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet with him. And disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Oh my god, we're gonna get Mr. Falls to testify.
That's awesome.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls,
the defendant.
There's only one person that can shed further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Delilah's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Delilah disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand.
Last chance. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Delilah's guilt. You're all I have left.
Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Delilah died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Delilah is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million.
That's not true! Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne? Or was it Delilah Hawthorne? Delilah, did you betray me? Hey there, Delilah, did you actually betray me? What the hell was going on? I'm so confused. I don't understand. I'm eating this ball that is attached to my chain. I'm gonna die on death row. 5 years ago, she promised never, ever betray each other.
Oh god, is she gonna go into her... Yeah, she goes into her sweet innocent gimmick for this. I think she would at least. Terry.
Delilah! It's true! It's true. You are alive.
You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad.
Tell the truth. The real truth. I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know.
Still trying to figure out how she got out of this. Yeah, I don't understand how she gets out of this shit. We know she doesn't, like, nothing bad happens to her. And this is Edgeworth's first trial, he was undefeated until Phoenix showed up. So we know Edgeworth comes out on top, which means Delilah gets off scot-free. How? How?
But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
You seductress. You Jezebel. You fucking bitch. How? You using your womanly charms to get your ass out of here. Fucking flaunting the red hair, the pale skin. I get it, Terry. I get why you do what you're about to do. But man, why? Why? Tell him that it's human nature. Delilah. I think I spelled Delilah wrong. Did I? Did I? I even looked it up. No, yeah, I did. Man, I even looked it up how to spell it. I spelled it wrong. Ends in an A. The H is higher up. It's literally duh. I think I saved it, did I? I don't know anymore. Yeah, I did. We're good. I will now allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness. Yeah! I'm sorry. I apologize. Water. Please. Water. Can't talk. Need water. Huh. Oh well. I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitter than hell itself. Alright, Terry, let's do this, man. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of a bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. I watched my car from bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Delilah.
Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you?
That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Is this how you wanted to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. God, Godot, that's not even very confident coming from you. Alright.
According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you?
It was raining. Already dark too.
You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls.
Eagle Mountain. Death spot. Strong memories.
did he just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here? You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Yeah, I was waiting. I'm used to it. Sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. Find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye.
You were watching the car?
That bridge on the side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So, I was watching car. What else were you expecting him to do?
Suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction?
Wonder what's on the other side of that broken bridge anyways. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came. No car. Nothing.
Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne?
I never lied. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remember her face.
Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why would you make her wear a scarf as identification?
Guess Tebow did a decent enough job since he got signed. I mean, we're weak at tight end anyway, so you know. I don't care. I find it funny that people are, like, certain people are all in a fussy about Tebow being a tight end. I'm like, hell, if he does it, if he makes it to the 53, he did well enough, I guess. I can't wait to watch preseason now. I think it's going to be hilarious as all hell.
Also, Tom, who didn't get signed by Washington? What? How dare they not sign my boy?
Jordan Ta'amu's great. He's not the greatest quarterback, but he's a solid, like, developmental guy / emergency QB if you need one. Even really, I think he'd be a decent backup somewhere. Sorry, I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie.
What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls.
Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. I nearly took out my headphones. That was all I could think to do. She said that. If he can't make a roster, more than likely he'll be back in the XFL when that starts back up. Yep, he can come back to my Battlehawks, hopefully. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty. And were you satisfied with that answer, witness? Delilah died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Delilah, my sweet angel, dead.
You just saw that she isn't dead.
After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for. No one knows if the rosters will stay relatively the same or if there's gonna be a draft. Okay. I'm assuming they'll probably do a draft again, since it's kind of a reboot. That's what I'm assuming, at least.
How can you be so sure? It was raining at that time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do.
That woman! It wasn't Delilah. I'm gonna see something. Oh. Oh, that's why she's a bitch. I've been calling her Delilah this whole time, and it's not even Delilah. Oh, that makes sense with her name now. Oh, that makes so much sense with her name now. That's why she's a murderer. I didn't eat. Oh God, I've seen her name 50 million times. That makes more sense. Her name's Dahlia. I couldn't say it for a second. Her name's Dahlia, not Delilah. She's just this game's Black Dahlia. That's what she is. That makes so much sense now. That's why she's a murderer and she gets away with it. She's the Black Dahlia. No, it's Delilah for the joke now. It is Delilah for the joke at this point. But that makes sense. I can't believe it. After how much I love the Black Dahlia murder. From like a case perspective. And I didn't even read her name as Dahlia. Dear Lord. I can't even say it correctly because I just want to say Delilah. But no, yeah, for the meme, it's Delilah. For the meme, for the stream, for us, it's Delilah. Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls? I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne, aka Delilah. He's been cursed by the Red Dahlia. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in it. Mr. Falls, even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. He'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. It's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. I will say, man, this thing, I think, has made my focus better. I think I'm figuring things out a little bit easier. We always get one overthink every one of these trials, but I'll tell you, man. What the fuck's Kamu Kamu? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's an extract. Huh. Cool. Yeah, now it's more monstery. Okay.
You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying.
Huh? What? What? Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye.
You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right?
But that's the victim at the end of the bridge.
Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to the special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Delilah. Oh, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it on the base of the tree there. It's the Red Dahlia's secret weapon! It's the murder weapon of the Red Dahlia! Dear Lord! This is it. This is what I went to get. This little bottle of on a necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty.
Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne, aka Delilah, would have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car.
No! Indeed, there certainly was enough time for that.
I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls.
The man drank the poison. You want to talk about a fucking plot twist? You want to talk about a fucking plot? You can have your M. Night Shyamalans. You can have your whatever else is you want to classify in plot twist land. Nothing is better than this shit. I didn't even think about that he could have taken the poison. The judge said it was empty, which means he drank the poison. The poison meant specifically for the Red Dahlia's victims. Ugh. This man died to keep Delilah, aka Dahlia Hawthorne, alive. She gets off because this man kills himself. I did not see that happening.
That's enough. Please.
Witness.
I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle.
No, stop the trial, Your Honor. We need a recess.
I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did. I drank this.
He drank the whole bottle, damn it. Hot damn, man. No! We are so close! Just a little more! I was going to prove your innocence.
No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again.
Hey there, Delilah. You just made a man kill himself by drinking a bottle of poison that apparently was some type of pact. Oh, what the fuck? That's a fact? It's legit. Mr. Falls!
Mr. Armando, thanks for the coffee.
He put the poison in the coffee. That's why he wanted water. Wow. Mr. Falls! Yeah, he fell all right. He fell. Oh. What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did what you say. What does that mean? And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I mean, there was no loss on Edward's record. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. No. It totally wasn't the same for him. It's like, at least it doesn't go on my record. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, aka Delilah, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. That is about the best compliment I think you could ever give someone. You know, you look demonically sweet. I feel like that's a great compliment. I think that's going to be our new thing. Demonically sweet. That's going to be a new thing here for us. Demonically sweet. We're going to use that as a descriptor. We're going to use that as a descriptor now. Yeah, demonically sweet. I will say, if you ever try Zoa Energy, you ever tried the Zoa Energy drink? The Rocks Energy drink? And when it's really cold, this thing's demonically sweet. It's tasty. And it's 0 sugar. It's Tasty though. What'd you guys say about it, Godot? Unforgivable. That witch. I mean, I'd put a B instead of a W, but you know, you do you, Godot. Mr. Arenado. Or Mr. Armando. I said Arenado. We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kid. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kid. I'm going to make my coffee all salty. Ew. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Oh. Oh, that smooth jazz hitting. Woo! Smooth jazz. Coming from Godot. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Fucking Godot just what? That man's got some grip strength. Godot's got some grip strength. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando. He's bleeding profusely from his hand right now. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. Hey, 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Oh, yeah, we went through that one. We know that. We know that case very well. And the Red Dahlia struck again. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty. Of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately. Wait, Phoenix, are you in a hospital? I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years. 5 years. Just like it had been 5 years. But now something has happened that's made me remember all this. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? That was it? I didn't realize that trial was just going to be the whole part. The whole episode. Wow. Hot damn. Okay. Well, as we do, we at least have to see the beginning of this. Maybe it'll be a short stream today. Come back after a day of being mentally out of it and a day of just not feeling great. Oh god. Oh god. Well, no, I'm good. Uh, yeah, I didn't think it was just going to be that trial. I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting like a shit ton more. Wow. Wow. Okay, well then. This one's going to take over this spot. Alright. Let's do this. Hey, we know that statue. Treasured Curain Village heirloom. His name means seven-branched sword. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. There's Delilah. The Dahlia, the red Dahlia. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds it all, is cut, oh, binds us to this world is severed. There we go. The illusion is revealed, and the impactability of fate is finally. I'm trying to see what that was. It's finally laid bare. Who was that that's dead? Who's dead? Who's dead? February 6th, 9:48 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. I wonder, will this go to, No, it probably won't go a week. Okay, so Maya's okay. Good to know. Hey, Nick! Yeah? What is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers unlike you? Sure. You're a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so. Yeah? Well, you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Oh Cult.
Winter Spiritual Location Special. Oh. Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. I'll say. Sounds more like a scam to me. It's at a spiritual retreat called Izakakura Temple. Way up in the mountains. I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training. Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. Yeah, I signed up for the special course. That's nice. And the timing couldn't be better. Since we don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then, it's settled. Well, come on! Don't just stand there, start packing your stuff! Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Fucking Pearl's about to throw hands. Huh? But me? Why do I have to go? That is me anytime I have to go somewhere. Literally me. Literally me. Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. I mean, Maya, can't you wait like a couple months? You're almost there. Oh, over. Fuck. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV. That's a good one. That's a good one. So, is there a heated pool at this Azakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way! How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope. Not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. Was that? This bitch right here. She back. I knew she'd be back. This bitch. How? Why? How come she doesn't change her hairstyle ever? What the hell? What the hell? This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl. It's the Red Dahlia herself. Delilah Hawthorne. She probably tied it so many times it's stuck like that. Is that how braids work? Is that how braids work? They just get stuck eventually. Look at the bitch with her hair flip. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. She probably got out on good behavior. I guarantee you she got out, like, within weeks on good behavior. Some bullshit like that.
That's what it is. That's what happened. Or the designers got lazy and didn't want to update character models. You choose what it is. I'm gonna take the latter, but I find the earlier of that quite enjoyable. Mr. Nick? I'll go. I've got somebody I need to talk to and possibly have sexual relations with. Huh? Hazakura Temple? I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't it great, Hurley? Yeah, thank you, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? No. Nope. God damn it, Phoenix. Don't you know the #1 lesson? Don't stick your dick in crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think we were gonna see her at a fucking temple. Delilah Hawthorne, the Red Dahlia. That's what we're gonna call her from now on. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, but for us, her name is Delilah, and she goes by the Red Dahlia. That is the way we run around it, because we've already started with the jokes that, hey there Delilah, covers are great. We're not changing it now. Some crazy good, but when bodies are on the floor, it's a little too far. Knew there was no way she could possibly be at that temple, but I just had to see for myself who this nun really was. What about the one making a face at the bottom left? I don't trust her either. February 7th, 3:24 p.m. Hazakura Temple, main gate. Where you at? Fuck you at? Our boy Phoenix ready to throw some hands. Jags officially signed Luke Farrell. Nice. There's another draft pick signed. Sweet. I want to see the picture of Tim Tebow signing this contract, though. That's what we all want. So today we signed 2 tight ends. Yep, there's Luke. Oh, Lord. Anything else? No? Ah. Whew. Let's get back to this shit. Let's get to the Red Dahlia herself. Let's find Delilah. It's so cold here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change. What? Well, are chattering so loudly, it's all I can do to make out what she's saying.
Ah, Mystic Maya, so this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Really? Achoo!
Who the fuck are you? Oh god. What voice do you get? I'll figure something out for you. Well, well, well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. That's her voice. I don't know. That's just what it's gonna be. I'm not gonna try too hard for her. She's not important enough yet. There's only one person that's important in this part, and we know that.
Oh! Thank you! Achoo!
Oh my, my, my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now, come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? Well, we are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please, follow me inside.
Thank you!
Oh, yes, I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. Bikini?
Bikini?
That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that has a nice image to it. Okay. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. Wow!
It certainly does! Oh! I signed up for your special course!
Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wow!
Reckless? Wahaha! Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all that trouble to get reservations!
Yes, that's right. You've come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves. Still, there's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? Main Hall Suspension Bridge. Oh, I can't talk. Damn it. I got a question. Do you think you could take a look at it? I may not like it, but I can tell you I'm very much in demand. And to be quite honest, I'm finding this a little difficult to say.
What is she trying to say, Mr. Nick?
I think she's trying to say that she's busy.
But seriously, Nick, what's the deal? Nothing has even happened yet. You're already shoving evidence into people's faces. You need to forget about work and relax a little. Try to have some fun, okay, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, you're right. Sure, pin the hypothermia on the lawyer is great fun. So what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh my. You don't even know that.
Forgive him, sister.
Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seems to envelop you. Wow. She must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. Is that a... Is that a Mr. Rogers reference? I want to say that's a Mr. Rogers reference that they just threw at us. And I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I absolutely love it. I think that might be a Mr. Rogers reference. The trolley from just getting off the trolley from the land of make-believe. I think that might be a Mr. Rogers reference. I think it's a reference to something. But you must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell 30,000 times, all the while being showered in freezing cold spirit wine. It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of the year. You don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia, or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? Whoa! How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no! I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. Okay. Let's get down to brass taxes. Where the fuck's this other nun? Sister. About this picture. Well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. Whoa! The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? Is that the other nun? Is that the evil bitch known as Delilah, aka the Red Dahlia, aka Dahlia Hawthorne? Is that who you talking about? So much so the text is blocking your face. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? Wait, what? We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. So the bitch is here. So what you're telling me is this red-headed seductress, this killer, this evil, vicious, vengeful, spiteful, red-haired vixen is here. I tried to come up with as many words as Jezebel. I forgot about that one. You're telling me she's here? How is she not burning inside of a temple? How? Really? That kind of sounds like fun. Sorry to cut in, but, excuse me. This Iris. Where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? X, actually. X. Very much X. She tried to kill me. X. Oh, god damn it. Oh, Lord. Phoenix, watch your backside, bruh. Watch your backside. Pearly about to throw some hands. Pearl, come on, don't glare at my boy like that. My dude's just doing what he needs to do. Also, he may be trying to get some. We don't know yet, but you know what they say. No. That's not what I had in mind at all. Even though, I thought about it. Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. Inner temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? Pearl, the biggest Phoenix and Maya shipper. Yep. So she's in the inner temple, huh? Trust me, I'll find that inner temple. I want to go to the suspension bridge first. February 7th, suspension bridge.
Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick.
Yeah. And look at that big canyon below us. You could almost throw somebody down there and kill them.
Hey, there's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing real fast.
Would you say that that river is about 40 feet from the bridge?
What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I'm just not very good with heights. Me neither, bruh. Me neither, bruh.
Oh, hey, I've got it. Maybe you should fish your feet and try hurling yourself off the edge. You know, 1, 2, 3, jump. It might be just what you need to get over your fear of heights.
Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, alright. Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge.
Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. It's all coming back around. It goes around, goes around, goes around, goes around, then it's back around. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge.
Well, it's practically the same thing.
Letters are engraved into a roughly cut boulder.
D-U-S-T-Y Bridge. Huh.
It says Dusky. Dusky Bridge, okay?
Come on, Nick, take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. This sign is obviously wrong, and I'm gonna fix it. Now give me a pencil, Nick.
Do I look like a pencil holder to you?
I can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it?
The people who live here, I guess? Doubt they have any real phones here.
Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It would have been smarter of them to build the main hall here, don't you think?
Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. How arguments with stubborn women normally go. If they're wrong, they're gonna do something to show they're right.
Come on, Nick. Why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun.
I'm not so sure. It looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it.
Okay, Nick. Then let's try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory.
That right there sums up the fundamental difference between sane and insane. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall.
The sign here is so old, the text seems to have vanished.
The path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down to the bottom of the canyon.
Okay, I'll write wooden staircase on it then.
Do you really think that is necessary? You'd have to be blind not to see the stairs.
Well, it can't hurt. Just pass me a pencil, okay?
Graffiti is a crime, Maya. Yeah. Looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there.
Guess that's where I'll be training today. Do you want to train with me, Nick?
And do the special course? I think not.
But it'd be so great if you had spiritual powers too.
Really? I see dead people sounds more like a cause for alarm to me. Oh, hey. I brought up M. Night Shyamalan already today, and I get an M. Night Shyamalan reference with Sixth Sense. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's an absolutely fantastic movie. Arguably, M. Night Shyamalan's best. Oh, if I could look at that.
What do you think, Nick? Pretty awesome gate, huh?
Sure is. It's pretty well maintained, too. This thing kind of puts your hometown to shame, Maya.
Yeah, well, a lot of things have happened at Drain Village. We used to be a lot richer back when people hired us to perform challenges.
Oh, I see. But now the place looks a bit run down.
Guess I was just born in the wrong time. That looks like the main hall where we'll be staying tonight. From here, looks like one of those ice hotels you always hear about.
You gotta have a heater or something in there, don't you think? I don't want to die.
I'm not worried. I brought my hot water bottle.
Did you bring one for me?
What are you talking about, Nick? Who carries around 2 hot water bottles?
Brr. If the cold doesn't kill me, the Ice Queen over here will finish the job. God, Phoenix is pissed off today.
Oh, look! It's a cute little bell tower. I bet we can summon Ho-Oh! I absolutely love the sound of a giant bell.
Oh, so which do you like better? That or the sound of money? Man on a mission. Yeah, he's got one thing in mind. Only one thing in mind.
Sorry, but I'll take money for the win, Nick.
Money for the win! What are you apologizing for?
Oh, look! It's one of those snow motorcycle things.
Most people call that a snowmobile, you know?
Snow motorcycle things. Snowblowmobile. Same thing. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. I bet she could race like the wind on this snowmobile. Maybe she'd give me... Maybe she'd give me a ride on this Blowsnobile.
I told you it's snowmobile. Phoenix. You know, don't anger Phoenix when he's got one thing on his mind. February 7th, Asakura Temple, Main Hall. Where is this bitch?
The main hall! I think it's even colder in here. Achoo! Ah, Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy.
Would you say biscuits and gravy? Made me a man? Oh, biscuits and gravy. They know what I am.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum!
Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional.
What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mystic Maya is right. Oh, I hope there's mashed potatoes too. I love mashed potatoes.
I can only assume, since it seems there's only 2 people here. You bitch. Wait, let me see if I can do a laugh in British.
Let's see. Ha ha ha! What a cute little acolyte.
Oh no, this is somebody entirely different.
Greetings to all of you.
Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale.
Your outfit! Did you come here for the special course too? Unfortunately, no. Actually, I'm... Yar, Miss Elise. Dunim.
I think that's how that's pronounced. Because I know... Or is it Donim? Might be Donim. We're gonna find the fuck out. Elise? Let's see. That's totally not right. Elise Donné is what that would be pronounced as. At least I assume. Because I know D-E-A-U-X is normally like dough. Or do. So I put it into French. Because in English, here, I'm gonna let you hear how it's supposed to be pronounced. Hope you're ready for this. This is in English.
Elise Dokesnam.
Dokesum is what they say. Here it is in French.
Elise Donné.
So, there you go. I think it's Donné.
Elise Donné.
I think it's Elise Donné. I think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's Donné. I mean, Dokesum just sounds wrong. And I've mispronounced a French name before for an entire series. I don't want to do it again. So I'm gonna go Donné, or what was it? Donné? Donné. I'm gonna go Donné. Because I have mispronounced Perilou and pronounced it Perillix. So I'm gonna go with Donné instead of the other one. Why is everyone either single or divorced here? Because everyone is Miss, not Mrs. The hell?
You're Miss Elise Donné. Yes, that's right. You know of me. My name is Pearl Faye. I'm your biggest fan.
Gotta keep the harem possibilities open. Okay, sure, let's go with that.
Who is she, Nick?
I see it now. Zivari, a fortune teller?
I've got all of your books, Miss Donné. What a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise.
That's so much easier. Books?
Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is?
Well, an author maybe?
Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it! I don't get it. We go out only to the main gate. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's all right. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Wait, her heart was a shadow Pokemon that had to get purified? Apparently, what happened? Were you captured by Team Snag'em? You only understand that if you've ever played Pokemon Coliseum. It makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I don't have to admit. I do have to admit. She certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow! Must have been a really great story. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently, I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Loris? Loris? Oh, you can make me translate another one, game. I take it that's Loris. Yeah, it's Loris. Yeah. So it's Loris Dune. That's a name. Loris Dune. That's a name, man. He calls himself Loris. Loris Dune. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Loris's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise. Anything for you. Why did you come here to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow! I can't wait to read it! Pearls is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you're dressed like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's really a sweet lady. Kind of demonically sweet. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that! You like the crystal sphere? A real amethyst, you know. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on the mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, You mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes. I want to help with whatever I can.
Pearls looks like she just won the lottery.
Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it will be of help to you.
Oh, it's a... Wait. The inner temple. So this is the temple, I take it, that that Mr. Falls went to. I take it this is the temple he must have went to. This is very interesting. Very interesting. I like it.
It's a map of the area. We wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we?
The inner temple. There it is. On the other side of the bridge. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple.
Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving.
It's an altar. Looks a bit old, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Karain Village last year. Guess they really do have something to do with spiritual power after all. There are straw zabuton cushions arranged around a hibachi brazier? Okay. I haven't seen a layout like this since I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze to death. Bet the writing on these sliding doors are instructions for spirit channeling. Kind of like how we scribbled math formulas on the bathroom walls to remember them. Except we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests. And I can't read these walls. There's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see Psyche locks with the tiny Magatama, I can only imagine what kind of powers this bad boy has under its hood. Okay. Oh.
Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go?
I guess she went to the inner temple to go help that other nun out.
Oh, right. I think her name is Iris?
Or Delilah. Or Dahlia. Or Evil. Or Bitch. Or Satan. Yeah. That was it. I want to find out who Iris really is. But I'm scared of what I'll find. February 7th. Inner Temple Gate. Whoa! I love summer. Summer's great. Why you hate summer, Jaren? Is it too hot for you? I mean, spring is arguably the best because it's really nice weather, but not overly warm.
The bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake.
Yeah, it's really hot today. What's my phone say the weather is? Let me see what my phone's got to say about the weather. I mean, we're about to stop here in a second. Mainly because this is a good stopping point. In my opinion. But, I'll love you that later. Wait, what? What kind of bullshit is this? Man can't even check the fucking weather on his phone. Come on. I need an upgrade so bad. It's gonna be in the 90s this weekend. Yep. Yep, it's gonna be a warm one. There we go. Need to update. And right now, I don't know when my phone's updating right now, but it says it feels like 95 out right now. We'll see what it comes up with the update. Yep, feels like 92 out. 86.
And at least half of the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention the last part only had like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green.
Can you not pick on me for a second? This was me yesterday. Just stuff did not settle well at one point. Oh, that sounds nice though. Feels like 82. Yeah, here it says it feels like it's 92. So, I would love it to be 92. Or be 82. That'd be great. Still trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap.
Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised too.
Hell no, if it's above 75, it needs to stop. I mean, to me, about 70 is like perfect temperature, but I can live with 80s. And once you hit the 90s, then it gets a little too hot.
Yikes! That temple is in bad shape. It looks like it could collapse at any time.
I guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you're going to train tonight?
That has to be it. It's kind of
Fucking Leon calling right now. Right when we're talking about being creepy.
It's kind of creepy around here. Like a ghost might jump out at you or something.
Spirit medium afraid of ghosts? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
So that's the inner temple up ahead, huh? Looks kind of run down. Well, it wouldn't be very temple-like if it was all bright and shiny.
So you're training here tonight, huh?
Yep, and everyone will see my spiritual powers.
Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead.
I wonder if that roast is ready yet. Looks like there's something written on it.
I can't read it, but if I had to take a good guess, I'd say it says Inner Temple.
What's the point of a sign if you can't read it? Must be tough for the mailman when he's delivering here.
Guess the sign is a good indication of how long this place has been here.
Hey, a half-open gate. It's practically a welcome mat.
Yeah, except the sign on here says no entry.
Nick, rules are made to be broken, you know.
You expect a lawyer to go along with that.
Oh, come on. You're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go.
Don't blame it on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you.
Now you've got me scared. Let's just forget about it, okay?
But I want to go in. Oh, wait a minute. Slide to the left.
Oh, wow! Look at these neat Buddha statues. Maybe I'll take one home with me.
Maya,
so many. They wouldn't notice if I took just one.
Are you kidding? Of course they'll notice. What are you gonna do with one of those anyway?
Put it in the office, of course. We can trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these.
You know, come to think of it, where did that wooden statue come from anyway?
Looks like this bridge is suspended by 4 of these wires.
They're really thin. Shouldn't they be just a little thicker?
Oh, stop it! You're such a worrywart, Nick. If the bridge were really going to collapse, I'm pretty sure the boards would break before these wires ever did. What's wrong? You're turning into an overripe avocado again. Hey! There's a giant robot buried in the snow!
Well, there's something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator.
Oh! But you gotta admit, it looks a lot like a robot.
Sure. Anyway, I don't think it gets used much. It's pretty rusty.
Hey, Nick, do you think this giant robo-incinerator can walk?
I told you, it's not a robot. And it's not especially big, either.
Bah! You have no imagination. I thought it'd be real neat if you had to beat it to advance.
A fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace. You'd ever pay to see that? I mean, people have paid for less. They paid for a Jake Paul pay-per-view. February 7th, Inner Temple Training Hall. And right here is where we are going to save and call a close to this live stream. Why here? Because, obviously. Let's go. Let's go with it. We're stopping here mainly for the fact of we know what's coming up. We know who's going to show up. And I want to save that for the next stream. That's our cliffhanger. We need that cliffhanger here. Because seeing heavy feels like it. Well, also, we're about to hit the 3-hour mark. And I'm hungry. I need some food in me. Soak up some of this delicious, healthy warrior energy drink. But with that, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm really pumped, though, to get into this and see exactly what fucking Delilah, the Red Dahlia herself, comes up with. And things are going to get real interesting here when Phoenix comes face to face with his former ex. Woo! It's going to get spicy. I'm excited. Let me just get things set up here. There we go. So with that, thank you guys. Appreciate it whether you're watching this after the fact. We're here live for it. Jaren, as always, appreciate you, man, being in the chat, doing what you do. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow for some Pokemon Nuzlocke. Gonna be really interesting, because I'm probably gonna be distracted by the Blues game a bit. And they're probably gonna lose and go down 3-0 in the series. Because goddamn, they look terrible in this series. With that, I will see you guys next time.